Chapter 6. Shooting to Stardom. Joining Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, a new stage for a rising star in 1885. Annie Oakley's career reached a turning point that would catapult her from regional sensation to international icon. That year, she joined Buffalo Bill Cody's Wild West show, a sprawling, theatrical spectacle that toured America and Europe, bringing the mythology of the frontier to audiences far and wide. For Annie, the Wild West show was the perfect stage to showcase her talent, charisma, and indomitable spirit. Annie wasn't alone in this new adventure. Her husband, Frank Butler, joined her as both fellow performer and steadfast manager. Together, they formed a partnership that would become one of the show's greatest attractions. But it was Annie who emerged as the undeniable star, her marksmanship and stage presence mesmerizing crowds and earning her a place among the most celebrated performers of her era. The Wild West show, a cultural phenomenon. Buffalo Bill's Wild West show was more than just entertainment. It was a living tableau of American history, dramatizing the stories of cowboys, Native Americans, cavalry charges, and frontier life. Audiences flocked to see reenactments of famous battles, trick riding, roping, and feats of horsemanship. But above all, they came to witness the shooting acts, and none was more anticipated than Annie Oakley's. Annie's debut in the show was electrifying. Standing just over 5 feet tall, with a keen gaze and infectious confidence, she quickly won the hearts of audiences. Her natural showmanship and impeccable accuracy set her apart from every other sharpshooter the show had ever featured. She wasn't just a novelty act, she was a genuine master of her craft. Little Sure Shot. Earning a legendary name within the Wild West show, Oakley's fame soared. She was soon billed as Little Sure Shot, a nickname given to her by Sitting Bull, the legendary Lakota chief. Sitting Bull, who had joined the show for a season, was deeply impressed by Annie's courage, skill, and dignity. He adopted her as a symbolic daughter, cementing her status as a cultural figure who transcended the boundaries of gender and heritage. The moniker, Little Sure Shot, became synonymous with Annie Oakley. It captured her diminutive stature and her seemingly supernatural ability to hit any target no matter how small, fast, or distant. Dazzling feats and unrivaled showmanship, Annie Oakley's shooting exhibitions were nothing short of spectacular. She performed with a wide variety of firearms, rifles, shotguns, and pistols, each act choreographed for maximum drama and excitement. Her repertoire included shooting glass balls out of the air. With effortless grace, Annie would shatter glass balls tossed high above her head, often firing multiple shots in rapid succession. Splitting playing cards edge on. From 90 feet away, Annie would slice a playing card in two, then pepper it with holes before it hit the ground, a feat that left audiences gasping. Shooting cigarettes from her husband's lips. One of Annie's most daring and famous tricks involved shooting the ash or even the entire cigarette out of Frank Butler's mouth. The act required total trust and flawless precision. Shooting over her shoulder using a mirror. Annie would use a hand mirror to aim and shoot at targets behind her, demonstrating uncanny spatial awareness and skill. Cutting the flame from a candle. She could snuff out a candle's flame with a single shot, a testament to her pinpoint accuracy. Whether shooting over her shoulder, firing from horseback, or performing blindfolded, Annie always brought an air of elegance and poise to her acts. Her routines were a blend of danger, artistry, and technical mastery. International fame. Performing for the world, Annie Oakley's renown was not confined to the United States. As the Wild West show toured Europe, Annie became a sensation overseas. She performed before crowds in England, France, Italy, Spain, and Germany, often dazzling royalty and heads of state. Royalty in awe. Queen Victoria, the Prince of Wales, later King Edward VII, Kaiser Wilhelm II of Germany, and the King of Italy were among those who witnessed Annie's shooting prowess firsthand. At the request of these dignitaries, Annie would perform her most challenging feats, leaving her illustrious audiences in awe. A famous anecdote. During a performance in Berlin, Annie was invited to shoot the ash from a cigarette held by Kaiser Wilhelm II. With nerves of steel, she took aim and completed the shot flawlessly. The story became legendary, and Annie would later remark that she wished she'd missed. "I could have stopped World War I." A wry joke reflecting the gravity of the moment and her place in history. A star and a symbol, female empowerment in the spotlight, Annie Oakley. S. presence in the Wild West show was groundbreaking for women in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. At a time when few women had the opportunity to perform publicly, let alone outshine their male counterparts, Annie became a symbol of female empowerment and possibility. Her fame challenged stereotypes about women's abilities and roles. She demonstrated that skill, discipline, and courage knew no gender. Annie's success inspired countless women and girls, both in America and abroad, to pursue their own ambitions, whether in sports, business, or public life. A role model, Annie often encouraged women to learn to shoot, arguing that it fostered independence and self-confidence. She gave lessons to women wherever she traveled, and her advocacy for women's marksmanship became an important part of her legacy. A partnership in performance throughout her years with the Wild West show, Annie's partnership with Frank Butler remained at the heart of her success. Frank was always nearby handling logistics, managing bookings, and serving as her assistant and sometimes target during performances. Their relationship was one of deep trust and mutual respect, and audiences could sense the genuine bond that lay beneath their act. Frank's willingness to let Annie take center stage was unusual for the era. He recognized her unique talent and worked tirelessly to support her career. Their collaboration, both on and off stage, set a new standard for professional and personal partnerships. The pinnacle of fame. At the height of her career, Annie Oakley was the highest-paid performer in the Wild West show after Buffalo Bill himself. Her image appeared on posters and advertisements across the United States and Europe. Newspapers covered her exploits, and her name became synonymous with precision shooting and the romance of the American frontier. Demand for exhibitions. Annie was constantly in demand for special exhibitions, charity events, and private demonstrations. Her style, gracious, modest, and unfailingly professional, endeared her to audiences from all walks of life. A lasting legacy. Annie's success brought invaluable publicity to Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, contributing to its status as one of the most famous traveling shows of its day. Her performances helped bridge cultures and continents, introducing millions to the legends of the American West. Conclusion: the enduring legend of Little Sure Shot. Annie Oakley's years with Buffalo Bill's Wild West show solidified her place as one of America's greatest entertainers and most inspiring figures. With her unmatched skill, showmanship, and grace under pressure, she became a symbol of what could be achieved through talent, hard work, and perseverance, regardless of gender. Her acts set the standard for sharpshooting exhibitions, and her commitment to empowering women left a mark on history that endures to this day. As Little Sure Shot, Annie Oakley shot her way to stardom and into the hearts of audiences around the world.